All right, let's talk about a force that's quietly but completely re-engineering our world. It's not a person, it's not some big corporation, it's artificial intelligence. And it's already here, acting as the invisible architect of our entire economy. So it's time to pull back the curtain and really see how this whole thing works. You know that feeling, right? You're just scrolling online and then, boom, there it is. The exact thing you were just thinking about. Or maybe it's something you didn't even know you wanted, but now you feel like you absolutely need it. Yeah, that's not magic. That's our first stop. It's the most personal way we all encounter this new AI economy. So that little bit of magic we were just talking about, well, it all has its roots deep in the world of retail. This is really the front line. It's where AI stopped being some sci-fi concept and became part of our daily lives.
I mean, we're all completely used to this by now. You finish a show on Netflix and it's got 5 more just like it lined up for you. You buy a book on Amazon and suddenly you've got a list of 3 others you just have to read. These recommendation engines, they were kind of the gateway drug for AI in retail, but honestly, they're just the very, very tip of the iceberg.
Because what's actually happening behind the screen is this wild continuous loop. As you're browsing, an AI is analyzing your every single move in real time. We're not just talking about what you click on, but how long your mouse hovers over an image, what products you compare, all of it. And that can trigger what's called dynamic pricing, which means the price for that flight you're looking at could literally change based on the demand signals you're sending right now. And it all leads to a personalized ad, an ad generated specifically and only for you. And listen, this is where things get really crazy. AI isn't just analyzing your behavior anymore. Now, it's creating the very content designed to influence you. We're talking about generative AI that can write dozens of different marketing slogans, create totally unique product images, and then test them all in real time to figure out which one is the most persuasive specifically to you. Okay, so AI is personalizing what we buy, but its influence doesn't just stop at the checkout cart. Oh no, it's also completely changing how those things get made. So let's step away from the digital storefront for a minute and head out onto the factory floor. This is not your grandfather's assembly line, not even close. We're in the era of the smart factory, what some people call Industry 4.0. It's where the digital world and physical manufacturing just totally merge. And in this new industrial revolution, the one calling the shots, the one optimizing the whole workflow, it's not a person in a hard hat anymore. It's an algorithm. Now, a huge part of this smart factory is a concept that sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. It's called the digital twin. And it's exactly what it sounds like. A perfect, data-rich, virtual replica of the entire operation. The best way to think about it is like a stunt double for the factory. Before you try some expensive, risky change on the real factory floor, you test it out on its digital stunt double first. You can run thousands of simulations, push it to its breaking point, and fine-tune every single process, all without risking a single real-world screw or bolt. It's a total game changer. So using this digital twin, the factory's AI can do incredible things. It can manage these unbelievably complex global supply chains, reacting to a shipping delay on one continent by instantly rerouting materials on another. It runs something called predictive maintenance, where it's basically listening to the tiny vibrations of a machine to know it needs a fix before it breaks. And it choreographs this delicate, intricate dance between advanced robots and their human colleagues working side by side on the assembly line. Okay, so we've got AI selling us things and AI building those things. But what's the fuel for this entire engine? Well, it's capital. It's money. So now let's look at the financial systems of this new economy, a world where massive decisions are made in the blink of an eye, actually way faster than that. Just look at that number for a second. A millionth of a second. A microsecond. That's the timescale we're talking about when AI operates in high-frequency trading. It's almost impossible to wrap your head around. These algorithms are executing millions of orders, reacting to market shifts faster than a human brain can even process a single thought. But this isn't just some abstract Wall Street thing that doesn't affect us. The same core technology has a really profound and direct impact on your personal finances every single day. Think about it. Do you ever get that text message from your bank about a suspicious charge? That's an AI that noticed your card was used for gas in Ohio and then to buy a coffee in California 2 minutes later. And when you apply for a loan, you can bet an algorithm is making the first call on your application. And now, millions of people are turning to so-called robo-advisors to completely automate their financial planning. And this brings us to a really, really critical point. Let's take that loan decision. On the one hand, a human loan officer is slower. And yeah, they can bring their own personal biases, conscious or not, into the mix. On the other hand, the AI is instantaneous. It's purely data-driven, but, and this is a huge but, if the historical data that AI was trained on is full of old systemic biases, well, the AI is going to learn those biases and then apply them at a massive, massive scale. So this leaves us with one of the most complex, thorny questions of our time. We know human systems are flawed. We know they're filled with bias, and we know that AI has the potential to amplify those flaws at a terrifying scale. The challenge, the real question is, what's the better path forward? Is it easier to try and write fairer code or to overcome centuries of human bias? There are no easy answers here. So, we mentioned robo-advisors. This is a field that is just exploding right now. Basically, they're platforms that use algorithms to manage your investment portfolio. And they usually do it for a really low cost. A really great way to think about it is like a GPS for your money. You tell it your destination, let's say retirement in 30 years, and you tell it how much risk you're comfortable with. And from there, it just calculates the most efficient route to get you there. And it even automatically adjusts for all the market traffic along the way. So we've looked at three huge and what seem like separate parts of our world: how we shop, how things are actually made, and how money moves around. Now it's time to tie it all together. Here's the big takeaway from all of this. These are not separate industries anymore. They're not in their own little silos. The AI that analyzes your shopping habits, it's directly feeding demand forecasts to the smart factory. And that factory's operations, they're being funded and insured by those high-speed financial systems. It's all one vast, interconnected, and increasingly automated economic engine. And AI is its central nervous system. Now, this new reality, it brings with it incredible efficiency, incredible innovation. But it also raises a really profound question about where we go from here. And this is the question we have to leave you with. We are systematically handing over the operational controls of our economy to algorithms. But who is setting the goals for those algorithms? Who is defining the values? As AI becomes the architect of our new economy, the single most important decision we have to make is who gets to draw the blueprints.